Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A business firm whose articles of incorporation have been approved in some state. Slang for a paunch. A business firm whose articles of incorporation have been approved in some state. Not liable to fluctuate or especially to fall. Stocks are still firm. The members of a business organization that owns or operates one or more establishments. With resolute determination. We firmly believed it. Unwavering in devotion to friend or vow or cause. A firm ally. Marked by firm determination or resolution, not shakeable. Firm convictions. Securely fixed in place. The post was still firm after being hit by the car. Strong and sure. A firm grasp. Make taut or totter. Become taut or totter. Your muscles will firm when you exercise regularly. Not soft or yielding to pressure. A firm mattress. Not subject to revision or change. A firm contract. Of especially a person's physical features, not shaking or trembling. His voice was firm and confident. Possessing the tone and resiliency of healthy tissue. Firm muscles. Securely established. Holds a firm position as the country's leading poet. Provide housing for. The immigrants were housed in a new development outside the town. A social unit living together. It was a good Christian household. The members of a business organization that owns or operates one or more establishments. He worked for a brokerage house. Astrology, one of 12 equal areas into which the zodiac is divided. A building where theatrical performances or motion picture shows can be presented. The house was full. A building in which something is sheltered or located. They had a large carriage house. A dwelling that serves as living quarters for one or more families. He has a house on Cape Cod. An official assembly having legislative powers. A bicameral legislature has 2 houses. Aristocratic family line. Contain or cover. This box houses the gears. Play in which children take the roles of father or mother or children and pretend to interact like adults. The children were playing house. The audience gathered together in a theater or cinema. The house applauded. The management of a gambling house or casino. The house gets a percentage of every bet. The members of a religious community living together. The members of a business organization that owns or operates one or more establishments. A corporation owned by a few people. Shares have no public market. A corporation owned by a few people. Shares have no public market. A company that is incorporated but has no assets or operations. A company that is incorporated but has no assets or operations. A character having the form of an uppercase letter but the same height as lowercase letters. A corporation with a small capitalization. This annual conference is a showcase for ambitious small caps. A federally chartered corporation that purchases mortgages. A corporation owned by a few people. Shares have no public market. A corporation owned by a few people. Shares have no public market. Stock is publicly traded, but most is held by a few shareholders who have no plans to sell. A group of diverse companies under common ownership and run as a single organization. A composite rock made up of particles of varying size. Collect or gather. Composed of heterogeneous elements gathered into a mass. The conglomerate peoples of New England. A group of diverse companies under common ownership and run as a single organization. The domain ruled by an emperor or empress. The region over which imperial dominion is exercised. A group of countries under a single authority. The British created a great empire. A monarchy with an emperor as head of state. An eating apple that somewhat resembles a Macintosh, used as both an eating and a cooking apple. A federally chartered corporation that purchases mortgages. A federally sponsored corporation that insures accounts in national banks and other qualified institutions. A federally sponsored corporation that insures accounts in national banks and other qualified institutions. A corporation authorized by Congress to provide a secondary market for residential mortgages. A federally chartered corporation that purchases mortgages. A corporation authorized by Congress to provide a secondary market for residential mortgages. A corporation that operates through a national council that charters local councils all over the United States. The purpose is character building and citizenship training. A corporation authorized by Congress to provide a secondary market for residential mortgages. A corporation with a large capitalization. He works for a large cap. A bond that is issued at a deep discount from its value at maturity and pays no interest during the life of the bond, the commonest form of zero-coupon security. A judgment rendered against an individual, or corporation, for the payment of money damages. A judgment rendered against an individual, or corporation, for the payment of money damages. A careful study of some social unit, as a corporation or division within a corporation, that attempts to determine what factors led to its success or failure. A detailed analysis of a person or group from a social or psychological or medical point of view. The oppressive influence of past events or decisions. Real property held inalienably, as by an ecclesiastical corporation. A judgment rendered against an individual, or corporation, for the payment of money damages.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.